What's up, everybody? This is Zen Viking. Just going to talk a little bit about this battery here, Trustfire battery. And I decided for ecological and economic reasons to switch to rechargeable batteries. And I got everything running, pretty much everything running on AA right now. But I like the idea. I like the idea. Let me just say I'm enticed by bigger battery types. You know, that 18650 looks pretty awesome, and stuff like that. But I found this little light right here. This is the Zebra Light SC25, and it takes AA and a battery type called 14500. 14500 operates at what is it? 3.7 volts, and a normal AA is at what is it? Let's see if this Duracell wants to tell me what it is here. I'm not the battery whiz bang, so please don't expect professional grade quality from what I'm telling you here. I'm just giving you my data points as a consumer, as a gay using stuff. And I think most of us are in a position where we're not necessarily completely well versed on what we're doing, but we're trying anyways and just doing our best. I don't see it on this one, but I think that it's roughly 1.6 volts as opposed to 3.7. So this one has a lot more output, and I'm interested in that because I like my flashlight to do two things. I like it to be bright as ungodly hell and throw light way the hell over there, and I like it to last a long time. I want to go out in the field, and I want my flashlight batteries to just last for forever and ever and ever. So long story short, I like my highs high and I like my lows low. I like to get my flashlight up as high as I can to be able to really illuminate something, but then drop it back down in order to get longer battery life. And the 14500 looks like it will do that, and that with a flashlight that will accept both battery types, it was really cool. And I got a little bit of issues with this Zebra Light, and it might get replaced, but if it does, it'll probably get replaced by the same kind of thing. So I really was enticed by the idea of the 14500s. Now, I did my research, and at least I did my research and found a good charger. I decided to go with the X-Star. The X-Star is supposed to be renowned as being like a really good charger. It's been well reviewed. It has protection, so the cells don't get overfilled. It's a smart charger. It knows what it's charging and what rate to charge at. It can charge, what is it? So here's my electronics ignorance is coming into play. I think it's 1 amp or half an amp that it can charge at. Also, it's got a micro USB out charge, so you can put batteries in it and use it to charge other devices, and it's a really good charger. But I did not do as much of my research on batteries. And I rolled up onto Amazon and I picked up these 14500s, these Trustfire. One thing I'll say, sometimes when you have good packaging versus bad packaging, that is an indication that the person who made the item is sure enough about it that they want to display it in a positive manner, and thus it's probably a good, at least a decent product. Maybe not the best thing out there, but decent. And then you get a situation like this, where this is the exact opposite. All of the other batteries that I saw on Amazon, come on now. All the other batteries on Amazon look a little bit like this. Let's see if I can do this. See that? Some nameless part out of a Radio Shack that you don't understand. And I'm sure that turns a lot of people off. And this one was all purry. So, did that influence me? I don't know, maybe. But this was also relatively well reviewed, it seemed like, compared to the others. But I didn't look close enough, because once I went back, I saw that the reviews were terrible. And why were the reviews terrible? So here's my, I took both of these batteries, I got them at the same time that I got this flashlight, and I popped both of them in and used them. Oh my God, it's so bright. I put both of these batteries in and used them, and then put them both on the charger, I believe, 2 times each. And if you want to check out this awesomeness here, now when I put this on the charger, it reads that it's full, that it's charged all the way. And if I had a voltmeter, well, if I went and got my voltmeter, I'm sure it would show that it's showing some charge. And it's doing nothing. The battery's dead. I have a good charger. I don't think the charger messed it up unless it's really some fluke thing. But since doing that, I've taken this other battery right here and charged it up, and it quite obviously works. No problems. I don't know. I don't know what could possibly go wrong with that battery. All I can surmise is that it's defective. That sucks. So I need to do my battery research. Now, I did a little bit of battery research and got some new batteries, because I'm definitely going to want dependable batteries for my flashlight while I'm on the trip, and whatever else, because there's going to be lots of things that I'm going to be powering with batteries through my various, my 2 different USB charging stations, one that uses a AAA and AA, and the other one that uses 14500 and 18650 and those bigger batteries. So I'm going to need good batteries, and I chose a brand called AW, I believe is what it's called. AW battery. Now, that being said, there's probably a lot of good batteries out there. A lot of good batteries. But I have seen this brand many, many times. I actually avoided it initially because I thought it was just way too expensive. And just to contrast it here, I got 2, this one in here and then this one here, these Truss Fire batteries for about $10. And the best price I could find on the AW 14500 is right here, $9 or $10. So it's $10 per battery instead of $5 a battery. But I just effectively here I've just paid $10 for one battery that works and one battery that doesn't work. Or if you think about it even further, I paid $10 for one battery that doesn't work and another battery that does work but could break down at any time. So I just opted for the AW. There could be a lot of other brands out there. I'm kind of ignorant to flashlight batteries. Nightcore seems like it would probably have good batteries. Zebralight has their own batteries, which are probably good. I've seen that Eagle Tac has some good batteries, though I wasn't happy with one of their flashlights. More than that in the future, I'm sure. But they, everybody just says that the AW brand is awesome. And here's a picture of them, by the way. Not a real flashy, no holograms here. But there's the AW brand, 14500. And they say that the AW brand, everyone trusts it. Everyone trusts it. It's got protected circuits. It's got all the bells and whistles that I need to learn more about. But I just figured I'd pull the trigger and just get the good stuff. Unfortunately, none of these are available on Amazon, and that sucks. Because I like Amazon. They're really cool. but when it comes to rechargeable batteries, unless they're Eneloops, you know, just Amazon doesn't have them. So I went to this site right here. Let's see if I can go to their home page. Lighthound. That was the site that I thought had the best prices and the best selection. They had several different versions of the 18650. This one's they got one at 3100 milliamp hours and one at 3400 milliamp hours. So they just had more selection and better price than some of the other places that I looked at. So that's a good site, and I've heard it, and I've heard other people commend it on what forum? I don't know if it was Candle Power or a different forum, but I think it was Candle Power. But yeah, these Trustfires are not, in my opinion, trustable. I got some duds. I don't know if I was able to get in contact with the company, if they would make the company that sold it, if they make a replacement. I don't know what this company that owns Trustfire or Trustfire, the people themselves, would have to say. I don't know about them. And I've heard other people say that, oh, the batteries didn't perform for as well as they wanted. They didn't last as well as they thought they should have, and that they were just generally kind of disappointed with them more than just having outright failure. But here I've demonstrated an outright failure. I wish it wasn't the case. And this thing is showing up as being fully charged on my X-Star. X-Star, when you plug it in there, it does not go to red for charging. It just stays green for ready, indicating that it's been fully charged. I did leave it on the charger overnight. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to fry another battery, but I got a feeling that this is just a dud. So there's my 2 cents on the Trustfire batteries. I say go with something better. The Trustfires, I cannot trust the Trustfire. So anyways, there's a little bit of battery blathering. This is Zen Viking, rocking out.